Hello YouTubians, welcome back to another Dr.Spicer10 YouTube video, and today is another replica. I told you I was getting an 8th Doctor Sonic replica. So this one is from, basically based on the TV movie, as Paul McGann as the 8th Doctor. I've just polished it, because it needed a polish, especially on the brass there, because it was like cruddy, and a bit of polish has leaked onto the top there, but oh well. So for start off, it is a huge screwdriver. In fact, it's not as tall as, say, the 11th and 12th Doctor's Sonic remote, but it is nearly there. And obviously when it's collapsed, yes, you heard that, because it does collapse, it's got a locking mechanism inside the grip there. Well, just about up here, which I'll show you. And basically, it's got this mechanism. You can extend it like so. It's pretty heavy actually, it's heavier than the 4th Sonic, which I have on the side to me. I did actually replace the spring in the 4th screwdriver. I used the 11th Doctor Sonic screwdriver toy spring from a spare Sonic I had. So I thought I'd put that inside of here, and works like a dream. So yeah. So just showing for comparison, it says that I nearly drops a screwdriver on the table. Like, you can see the size difference so far. Like, look at that. In fact, if I get the toy out, the 8th Doctor Sonic screwdriver toy, the non-extending, non-retracting, it's basically the same size as the RB 4th screwdriver, but of course the base is a lot taller on the metal replica. So yeah, I mean, the bullet is actually a powder-coated bullet. Just focus that. It is a powder-coated, bullet. I got this off a friend of mine on Instagram. I forgot his username, but I'll leave a link in the description below to his Instagram. Go check it out. I bought this off him. In fact, I bought off him before. I actually bought the RB War Sonic off him. So, yeah. And if you wonder what this is supposed to be where the ball bearing goes, but never actually finished that off. It doesn't really matter though, but at least you know what it's supposed to be. But on the toy, the buttons on the gold band here, there's no batteries in these. In fact, that's a pristine one. But yeah, it's pretty heavy. It's actually heavier than the 4th Sonic, and it's heavier than the War Sonic, but not as heavy as the One Company 11 and 12 Doctor screwdriver. In fact, if I get the Tennant Sonic remote, if I collapse it, it's not too good there, but if I extend the screwdriver, it's just about the same height. Of course, if you extend that, it dwarfs it completely, which is really weird. So there is like two versions of this. There's the one where it's just a solid band around, there's none of this going on, and there's like a few tweaks on the Sonic itself. And then there's this one, which is the TV movie variant, which is this based on. The head does swivel off sometimes. It is only threaded on. But yeah. So this one, of course, is based on the TV movie prop. Then, of course, you do have the other version, which is just basically what you see here, but with a few differences on the screwdriver itself. There's one that was used in Night of the Doctor, but you don't see that or the ball bearing or anything, because I think the prop was lost and they've had to remake it. I'm not sure on that, so don't quote me on that. And then, of course, there's this one, which is from the TV movie, which is really cool, because, I never thought one minute I'll be owning one of these things, or the RB 4th Sonic screwdriver, which I'm still loving. I noticed in my last video, I put the sound in, during editing, I put the sound in, and it was fine until I uploaded it. And on the video, the sound's obviously way out of time. I don't know why it's done that, but But I'm sure I can try and achieve it on here. So if I extend the screwdriver, there you go. Obviously, it doesn't sound like anything in real life because I've still got a post-production. Anyways, so the way that this works is really interesting, like the telescopic stuff. So basically, you unscrew this, which is actually threaded. And of course, you've got your powerful spring. These are the springs that you get in these Sonics as standard. Of course, you get your handle. There's nothing in there. It's actually, you know. But this is where the locking mechanism is. It's hard to see, but that's basically a whole thing. So basically what you do is you lock it, line it up, and it stays in. But yeah, the way it's joined up is really interesting. There's like 2 different pins that's got slat into different holes inside the grooves. So that's really clever on how that works. And of course there's like a bolt down there. But yeah, the spring just, you know, sits in there, sits in the handle. Screw it together. In fact, somebody else did this, but I was intrigued to how this thing worked. Because the way it's done this is really really good. But yeah, that's the 8th Sonic. In fact, I've not even stopped doing this. Like, it's pretty cool. It's a nice feature. I wish the toys did that, to be honest, but this is character options we're talking about. They don't even do that. I mean, a YouTuber called Same Sonic Different Case actually cut this bit out and just glued it together. And I nearly did that myself, but I nearly did. So I've got like 3 of these. But yeah, so from the 4th Doctors, in fact, you know, that's pretty cool, you know. So we've got the 4th Doctors, we've got the 8th Doctors, and then we've got the RB War Sonic. I'm not going to show you any of the screwdrivers because I want to do a collection video of the replicas. But yeah, so these are pretty cool, and I'll be surprised if it doesn't work to be working on the show, you know, to make these props. But yeah, originally I bought this just to collect, really, and also because I wanted to buy a metal replica of, you know, the screwdriver itself. But yeah, anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and of course subscribe. I'll leave a link in the description to my friend's Instagram who I bought this off, and the War Sonic that you can see poking down there. And I'll see you guys soon. And don't forget to check out my other social media such as Instagram and TikTok. My TARDIS account on Instagram is the Doctor's TARDIS 10. My Instagram account on my main is Dr. Spicer 10. My TikTok is at the Real 10th Doctor. Anyways guys, Alonzo.